Hi, it's Vivian from Vivian's Locs. Hope everyone is doing great. I just wanted to make a video today about how to prepare for your starter locks. Research. You should do a lot of research on everything, essentially. So you should do research on different types of locks, whether you want to get sister locks, micro locks, traditional locks, however you want to lock your hair, whether you want to be freeform, semi-freeform, whether you want to be very neat and maintained with your locks. You should also do research on your parting systems. Research, look at lock inspirations. Find someone that inspires you and see why do their locks inspire you. Do you like the size? Do you like the color of the locks? What is it that you like about the locks? And do your research on how best to achieve a look similar to that if that's what you want. Keep in mind that you won't be able to guarantee your locks will look exactly like that, but if you like the size of those locks, you can do your best to influence that depending on your part to lock ratio and things like that. So definitely research everything about locks and research places in your area that you can get locks. So look up locticians in your area, see what their ratings and reviews are, see what the customers are saying and everything like that. Also keep in mind that you don't necessarily have to go to someone that just specializes in locks. You can go to a braiding salon, for example, if you wanted to do two-strand twists like I did. You can go there and tell them that you want locks and that you want them to two-strand twist your hair. You don't even have to tell them that you want locks. You can just ask them to two-strand twist your hair in a certain pattern and go from there. You can also do it yourself. Definitely, if you want to do it yourself, make sure that you have a setup that's really good as far as being able to see the different areas of your hair, so you can make sure that you're parting your hair the way that you want it for the best outcome that you want. It's your hair, so you got to do what you definitely want. So number one tip is definitely to do a ton of research. My second tip is going to be to definitely get to know your hair if you haven't gotten to know it already. What I mean by that is basically figuring out how your hair behaves. So for example, I already know my hair does not come undone in two-strand twist, so I don't have any problems with that. But maybe you have a different type of hair that behaves in a different way. Maybe your hair will come more undone than mine would in two-strand twist. So getting to know how your hair behaves, that will help you also decide how you want to start your locks. Also getting to know what your hair is like as far as its characteristics. Do you have low porosity? You have high porosity? What is the density of your hair like? What is the thickness of your individual strands? So definitely make sure that you have gotten to know your hair, because that'll help you decide on some of those things that you did when you researched. That'll help you decide how you want to start your locks, basically. This is not necessarily in any order, by the way. This is just me just listing off tips. But this is a very important tip, is that do everything that you want to do with your loose natural hair before you get locks. So if you want to, anything you want to do, you want to do wash and goes for a month, you want to flat iron your hair, you want to do curl formers, you want to do a three-strand twist style, you want to do bantu knots, I mean anything. It doesn't even have to be super, you know, exciting and different. It can just be basic things that, you know, you see a lot of people posting tutorials on YouTube. Just do it. If that's what you want to do, make sure you do it before you get locks, because you don't want to regret getting locks because you didn't get to do such and such things. You don't want to be a year into it and you see someone has a big fluffy afro and you're just like, oh, I wish I had a big fluffy afro. If you do everything that you want to do with your loose natural hair before you get locks, I think it will help get rid of some of the regrets down the line. So my next tip, before you go in to get locks, my next tip is definitely to wash your hair really good. Try to not use a shampoo that's going to leave residue on your hair, because keep in mind at this point you're about to get locks, and one of the things I see a lot of people deal with locks is product buildup. So try to make sure you're using products that aren't leaving residue on your hair right before you're going in to get locks, because it'll be harder to wash those things out. But wash and make sure your hair is moisturized. However you choose to moisturize your hair is up to you, but just keep your hair clean and moisturized, and then go ahead and detangle your hair. If you're gonna do it yourself, then you'll be totally fine. I'm sure that you'll be very gentle with your hair, but if you go somewhere, you don't know how those people are gonna treat your hair. They might not treat it as gently as you would treat your hair. So try to take the work off of them if possible by detangling your hair as much as humanly possible to make it easier for them to work with when you go in to get your locks. So those are my tips for how to prepare for starting locks. And I just wanted to say thank you for watching and have a great day.